in his first 5 years.
Musically, nobody had to run that Drake has. No.
Cool, but we're talking 50.
That's cap.
Usually an artist takes like
5 years is better than Drake first 5 years musically.
Musically?
Bro. Yes.
No, it's not, man. What are you talking about? Music, just music.
Just music.
Hell no. How? How are you saying that?
Are you talking...
Just talking music. If you're talking about business and other things outside of the music.
Because Get Rich or Die Tryin, The Massacre, the soundtrack, Hunger for More, the documentary, Thoughts of a Predicate Felon, The Rotten Apple, like all of this shit come out in the first 5 years, bro.
Buck the World is fire on the low.
Buck album.
Are y'all talking about the success of the music or the quality of the music?
Quality of the music.
Whoa, that first 5 rounds, there was not a bad G-Unit album. Like, they all did the numbers, but if you go back, that's all quality.
Nobody was whack. Nobody had no whack shit.
All of that
hit records that were actually quality.
All of that collectively, cool, great. Y'all think that what Drake dropped in his first 5 years is not better than all of that talking about in 5 years?
All right, so do you think Drake's first album is better than
I don't think it's fair.
Get Rich or
I
Die
think it's an
Tryin?
unfair conversation.
You think Drake's first album is better than Get Rich or Die Tryin?
No, you don't.
Then it's over. The conversation is over. That's not. Because if your first album is
second
not...
album.
You think his second album better than The Massacre?
Yes. Hell yeah. His mixtape So Far Gone. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
That wasn't his first album.
I'm just talking about
the second album, right?
Thank Me Later is his first album.
Thank Me Later is his first album. I'm saying So Far Gone came out, what, the year before Thank Me Later?
Here's the thing with if you want to go with the run, I've said on record, I think you could argue So Far Gone is one of the best mixtapes ever, but it also compares with Guess Who's Back. Guess Who's Back. 50 Cent is a future. God's
So Far
Plan.
Gone is the best mixtape ever.
Nah.
What?
Man.
So Far Gone?
They ain't better than G-Unit is the future to me.
Get the fuck out
What
of
you
here.
Guess
mean?
Who's Back to me is my favorite mixtape of all time.
With that guy, Get Out the Club?
I wish.
That's what Get Out the Club and all that on it?
So Far Gone? Y'all just remember what was on So Far Gone?
Of course.
Yeah.
I just wish this was
Successful. That's what made me like Drake.
Crazy as hell, man.
When I first heard Drake, when I first heard the nigga, I ain't like the
mixtape is
nigga.
better than some niggas' entire discographies.
No, a lot of people would say that that's Drake's actual classic is So Far
Honestly,
Gone.
true.
I wish it didn't come from you, Pause, because I've said that when we've just been arguing mixtapes. I think people don't realize that.
Why you wish it didn't come from me?
Because people just think you're biased, and that's all.
We talking about the music exists. The shit is out. Like, what do we go listen to it?
I'm
like,
saying when I first heard that nigga Drake on that You the Best, I ain't like that nigga. I said, yo, this shit is trash. And by the time I heard that shit on So Far Gone, it seemed like I knew the whole song, you heard? Put the key under the back, yeah. I was like, oh shit, this is fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I never heard it before.
But you know,
like I knew the whole song.
Mixtape ever?
No, I don't go for that.
Wow. Okay.
Guess Who's Back? Rotten Apple, G-Unit, That's What's Up, You Not Like Me, 50 Bars, Your Life's on the Line. Half these records made it on Get Rich. Let's just start there. This mixtape, half of it is Get Rich. You Not Like Me, 50 Bars, Your Life on the Line, Get Out the Club, Bitch, Be a Gentleman, Fuck You, Too Hot with Nas and Nature, Who You Rep, Nas, Bravehearts, Corner Bodega, Ghetto Quran, As the World Turns with Bun B, Who Kid Freestyle, Stretch Armstrong Freestyle, Do I Freestyle. This is to me is the greatest mixtape of all time.
That's better than a Drake mixtape.
50 Cent has the greatest mixtape of all time.
You gotta go listen to that.
I'm not saying that So Far Gone is not in a conversation, but this is the greatest mixtape that's ever been put together.
I don't know if I'm rolling with that. But that's why this is beautiful to have a conversation, because we all have different perspectives and different music that we like. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying besides successful on So Far Gone.
So Far Gone is flawless.
You must not be familiar. Well, you need to go back and revisit it.
The So Far Gone shit?
You need to go. But also, if you're even talking about successful, you need to go back and revisit
also
it.
Also a weird comparison, because I think it's the first mixtape that like really merged from an artist itself, not a DJ, that merged R&B and rap the way Drake did on that. So it's a weird, half the album is R&B. Like,
yeah, that's probably why I'm not going to jack.
So
it's the best
we have in our mind 99.999% mixtapes is
we talking about music. Just music. Forget if it's R&B or rap. We talking about the best body of music on the mixtape.
But there's a reason why people don't. You can't really compare.
Yeah, like more people would compare it to like Cuddy's mixtapes before they would compare it to Guess Who's Back or Clue mixtapes or shit, even Wayne's mixtape series.
But it's a mixtape.
Dipset mixtape series. Like,
yes, it's a mixtape.
I'm just saying it's the best mixtape. I'm not saying it's the best rap mixtape or the best. I'm saying it's the best mixtape. That music on a mixtape was that's better than some albums. Like, what are we talking about? That's all I'm saying. Now, if y'all want to go, whether it's the best R&B mixtape or best rap, okay, then we can have that. I'm saying mixtape, period. It's not a commercial album. It's a mixtape.
That's a hell of a monkey wrench right there where you just say, okay, it's the best mixtape. I thought we was on some rap shit.
Here's the thing. I'm getting pushback, but I also don't like,
Yeah, but I
don't think Maul's
like
completely wrong if you get down to it. The impact that mixtape had, I don't know if there's been a mixtape that had an impact that legitimately, of course, it derived from 808s and Heartbreaks, but I don't know if there's been a mixtape that's changed the trajectory of how music sounds the way so far.
No, it's definitely
it changed how
that.
everything
yes, it's rap
operated after that.
I tell people that it's rap after Drake, and so that mixtape right there is the one where you say after So Far Gone
is really It's
like music changed.
Yeah, I agree there. He and Kanye going face to face and Kanye winning where the nerds beat the streets. That pivot and then right to So Far Gone to me is the next pivot in hip hop.